Let's do it. We're back on the ManaCymbal channel, as we've continued to be. We're playing Modern. We're playing the best deck that has ever been created in the Modern format. It's Velomachus turns. So for those who are not aware, and it's not a very popular deck, so we're going to do an Indomitable Creativity deck. Those still exist. Usually they're using Archon of Cruelty. Sometimes they're using a new card, which I will get into when we play that. But this one's using Velomachus Lorehold, the original, the Haymaker, the champion, the king among kings. So for 7 mana, you get a 5/5 Flying Vigilance Haste. Whenever it attacks, look at the top 7 cards of your library. You may cast an instant or sorcery spell with mana value less than or equal to its power from among them without paying its mana cost. So what do we do with that? Because it has Vigilance, that's going to be relevant because we have 2 turn spells, Savor the Moment and Time Warp. Each one of these allows you to take an extra turn. So the goal here is to attack with Velomachus, pick up 7 cards, hit an extra turn spell, then on your extra turn, attack with Velomachus, hit an extra turn spell, and rinse and repeat until your opponent has died. There's various reasons that this is no longer the most popular version of Creativity in Modern, but it was the first very successful version of Creativity that was pioneered by myself and one other wonderful human. This is a semi-modernized version of it, but since the beginning, it's played Wrenn and Six and Teferi Time Raveler. Wrenn and Six is a very important part of the deck because Wrenn and Six gives you your second very powerful path to victory, which is getting the Wrenn and Six emblem on -7, which gives instants and sorceries in your graveyard retrace, and using Time Warp to take infinite turns and kill your opponent in any way you wish. And so we're using Indomitable Creativity on a Dwarven Mine token. This was actually the sort of crux of how the deck started being developed, but Velomachus ended up being the win condition that took it into the place where it was actually a relevant deck pre-Modern Horizons 2. So we've got Lightning Bolts. Those are just general all-purpose use. Planar Genesis. You look at the top 4 cards of your library, put a land card from among them onto the battlefield tapped. If you don't, blah, blah, blah. We're using this instead of Growth Spiral. So Growth Spiral requires you to have the land in your hand or to draw it with the fact that it draws a card. Planar Genesis puts it into play tapped. I think generally Growth Spiral is better for the linear combo nature of this deck. However, Planar Genesis just gives you a deeper dig and card selection. So if there's something you're looking for in particular, you're not using it just to ramp, but you're actually looking for, say, a Teferi Time Raveler for some specific reason, or an Indomitable Creativity later in the game, this is a much better card. So not as hot on the most explosive draws, but better in I would say probably a larger number of cases. So we'll see. We now have Orim's Chant in the sideboard and Consign to Memory. I'm not entirely sure what Orim's Chant is in for in the current metagame. You can use it to force through a Creativity against control decks, though. So maybe that's what it's for. We also have Veil of Summers. So let's see what happens as we rock and rumble into here. Why Bolt over Discharge? Because it goes face. And sometimes you can get your opponent to 3, but you miss on the turn spell. And,
Oh, it has to go.
yeah, well, I didn't realize that.
That's okay.
No problem. Now we're talking. And we're off to the races on the play in the first match. We have enough stuff to be getting on with here. We have a Jetmir's Garden, which is Naya colors, I think. Yup. So we're going to get that in combination with our steam vents. Yeah, but Bolt is very important because it goes face. Sometimes your last Velomachus attack misses a turn spell, but it does hit a bolt, and that's enough to kill them. Sometimes you hit a bolt, and then you have another bolt in your hand, and then it's like an 11 damage turn. So that puts you over the finish line. Whee! Ah, okay. We're against the colorless menace. It's actually a deck that I don't think we have problems against. I think we should be pretty okay here. I just need to hit some land drops, and then we're kind of good to go. I am light on... Well, that's frustrating. We have outs for that. But it's funny that they're accidentally playing a hate card for us. But that's pretty typical. Certainly in game one, it's not likely that they'll put together that they'll need that. So I'm not worried about it, but it is very funny that their turn one play was something that turns off our combo. It's kind of awesome. I love Modern. Show me glaring flesh raker. Show me the glaring flesh raker. Glaring flesh raker. Flesh raker that is glaring. Show it to me. I'm assuming they're assuming I'm on some kind of Omnath pile or creativity. Obviously, creativity, they can only know if they're aware that that is a deck. I don't think it's very popular right now, but it certainly long time Modern players will both know that it's a deck and okay, so I have to take the mountain here. Know that it's a deck and also probably associate it with me. Hoping to hit a land off this Teferi draw. Would really appreciate that. Go away. Nope. That's unfortunate. Maybe we could naturally draw a land, but even if we combo next turn, it doesn't get us anywhere because they still have the Vexing Bauble in play. I have plenty of outs for Vexing Bauble, so that's the reason that I didn't prioritize killing it there. Oh. So they went scry one, draw a card, and make an Eldrazi spawn. Okay, and then they have 11 and Rumble. Land? All the lands. Cool. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, possibly 7 mana next turn. Not really worried about that. We've got Wrenn and Six and 3 turn spells, so we've almost just kind of won the game that way. So as I said, Wrenn and Six turns is very much it's a very real plan B that this deck uses all the time. So let's see where they go from here. And they're going to get a little Stone Rain action on themselves. I don't think they can get an actual Mana Rock with this. Now, they could get a Pithing Needle. So maybe I should have fetched there. But I didn't. And if they go with Pithing Needle with this, I think I'm not really upset about it. I mean, I only have the one fetch land for now, but I'll find another. Actually, if they got Needle, they should probably Needle Teferi or Wrenn and Six, right? Like not the fetch land, because that's a real. Springleaf Durum. Yeah. Okay. So they're going for mana. Ugin's Labyrinth. Okay. So they're up to 8 mana this turn, which is not a number I considered. I'm not afraid of it. I don't know what's going to happen here with 8 mana. Is that the new Ugin, I guess? They exile Devourer of Destiny. 5, 6. No, they're sinking, so I can't actually see how much mana is being produced and how. Or are they going 7 without cracking the Eldrazi? They're going 7 without cracking the Eldrazi. Oh my god! Well, that sucks. Well, I don't think this is a huge problem. I should probably spew this lightning bolt. And then they're not going to be able to do much to me unless I draw something really frustrating. Yeah, Emrakul was not one I saw coming here. I can Thundering Falls to try to set up something that's not dangerous on the top of my deck. That's the play. Steam Vents, not dangerous. Good. So I think the worst that they can do here is have Wrenn and Six ping Teferi or something like that. And they can Planar Genesis and miss. Or they could Creativity. Can they Creativity Emrakul? Is that an option? Protection from instance. They could Creativity in Emrakul. I don't think it helps them, but they could do it. All right. Hands off the wheel. Velomachus, take the wheel. Like, they could pick up Arid Mesa and make me lose 1 life. It doesn't really matter. I think Wrenn and Six minus on itself to ping itself so that Wrenn and Six goes to 2 loyalty is probably the play here. I don't know what else they can actually do that's in any way relevant. Opponent says, no clue what I'm doing here. Okay, so they cast Planar Genesis. They can grab the Prismari Command. They can shock the Steam Vents and then cast it. Ah, they could have Time Warped themselves. Yes. They punted that. That's funny. That's crazy. I've never seen that. And what would have happened was then they would get to attack with the Emrakul on the next turn, and then it would be my turn. Luckily for us all, they punted that. So that's good. They can cast the Prismari Command to shoot Teferi for 2, and they can give themselves a treasure. No. Yes, they can give themselves a treasure, which would be pretty bad for me. They could also use Prismari Command to draw 2, discard 2, and discard 2 Time Warps. That's pretty good. Of course, there's a chance that it draws me into something that I need. Yes, I was dead. But that's a pretty... I didn't even see that line Shadowless until they mentioned the Time Warp thing, so it's pretty Like, I'm not surprised they missed that. I missed it. I've never had a situation where my opponents gain control of my turn while I have Time Warp. Extra Time Warp, okay. And 2 Savor the Moments, so we might still be in a good spot anyway. Just discard 2 Time Warps. Opponent says, I see, the illusion of choice. They should probably discard the creativity, though, right? You need to play more CEDH? No, I'm good. Thank you. It's all the same to you. I prefer not. And just to be clear, I think the CEDH community would also prefer that I don't. So it's mutually assured. Commercial district. Okay. Nope. Don't need that. But Time Warp. Now, I can creativity for 2 to knock down the Emrakul. Sorry, 3. Because I need to knock out the Emrakul, kill the Vexing Bauble, and bring in Velomachus. It's part of that community. I want you to play, so we do. Okay. I'll choose to believe that. So what I need to do right now is creativity X2. No, X3. It costs 7. And Savor afterwards. It's not likely to happen. Or I guess I could just creativity for 2. Sorry, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think that's the play. And then we just hope that I hit something relevant. I also hope that they don't hit relevant things. All right, let's go, team. They hit another Emrakul. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Well, let's see what they do with this. If they can remove my dragon, I've lost. They don't have a lot of mana. So that's good. And I do have a second Velomachus in my deck. So CEDH is 1-on-1 Highlander, right? Is there anything else that I need to know about it? Is there a point list? There's a point list, right? Okay. CEDH is 4 play. No, I'm not playing that format. Sorry. No, I knew CEDH was competitive EDH. I just forgot what that meant. No, but Canadian Highlander doesn't have a commander, right? CEDH is to Legacy what 3D chess is to chess. Sure. The real problem is for me is the multiplayer aspect. I just if I'm going to play multiplayer, I want it to be casual. Cuz the problem with competitive is that it becomes if they have a Kozilek's command, I think I die exactly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Oh, maybe I live at 1, but that means I can't fetch. I don't know if that'll matter. Is this a Kozilek's command for 3? And then they're looking for a second Kozilek's Command. Oh, whenever you so they get one from the cast. I can't believe they just killed me at Exaxes there. That was insanity. Good for them. Wait, what? How come these aren't triggering it? What? I thought that was the point of doing this. There they are. It's like, what's happening? It's okay. We got good sideboard here. So it's Consign to Memory. Probably Prismatic Ending. I wonder if I'm supposed to go Control-y against them. I don't think so. I think combo. Keep the combo is probably good, even though they play like Dismember. Very close to winning that one, but just didn't quite work out. I do want these pendings. So I guess we're going like semi-controlling. The thing about cutting the combo is they have so many things that are just like cast trigger, get rid of your shit. They don't have a lot of instant speed interaction. So I think the combo is generally pretty good. The multiplayer competitive is what makes it so complex. I just don't... I guess it cuts down on the concept of politics. They struggle to kill Emrakul. Yeah, but Emrakul can't attack right away. I guess if they can't kill it, that's probably good, but... I don't know if that makes it better. Maybe it does. Maybe I'm supposed to do that. And then I get to cut the Savor the Moments, and then I get to play, I guess, Planar Genesis. This hand does not have a fetch land. It is otherwise pretty perfect. It's almost impossible for me to not... All right, we're going to keep this. First match back overconfidence. That's what we're dealing with here, and that's okay. Opponent mulls to 6. All right. Oh, no. Good God. There we go. They stick with their mull to 6. Okay. This thing. Ooh, Blind Pithing Needle. Wrenn and Six. Lucky. Oops. That's okay. Yeah, I have a second Stomping Grounds. But then I don't have white. I was supposed to play the Stomping Grounds in my hand. It's okay. It's going to be fine. I'd rather have more blue. Yeah, I'd rather have more blue. Okay. That was a mistake. We'll see how punished we get. Because this turn we could have removed the needle and then activated the Wrenn and Six. So it would have been barely behind. Of course, the way I'm probably first going to remove it is with Teferi, and then it comes back, but then it taxes their mana on. Wins me tempo as a combo deck. Okay. What do you got, nerd? Basking Broodscale. So that's an infinite combo thing with the knife. Yeah, that. So how does this work? Whenever one or more counters are put on this creature, you may create an... Okay, so they just get a loop going with this on this guy. Once it starts, it just becomes an infinite creature. White, blue, 1. I'm just going to be boldly overconfident and bounce the needle here. Infinite mana twice. Okay. Also gives them infinite mana. Which could immediately get me killed. But I don't think they can start the combo with 1 mana. I assume that it's not possible. Grafdigger's Cage. That does not do anything to my combo. It does stop me retracing if I get Wrenn Emblem, but not really worried about that part. So I think we just play Wrenn and Six. Pick up land. Plus Teferi. And then if they go to equip this, we just pop it with a lightning bolt. I don't think there's any danger because I also have a Teferi, so they can't play any instance. This is in play, so I don't need to know about it. I got home from my vacation or from my 7-month work contract, and it turns out I'm down 18 pounds, which meant this donut shirt fits, which is awesome, and also is great because 95% of my clothing is currently lost somewhere in Houston, and is not on its way to me anytime soon, I don't think. So I'm glad I have a shirt that I like. Going a 7-month cruise. Not necessarily Vija, because a lot of my coworkers usually put on weight during a contract. So it is not necessarily something that is going to make you lose weight. It works for me, but I would say my experience for most people is they put on weight during a cruise contract and they don't won't fetch now. They're almost definitely going to needle Wrenn and Six, but I want more blue. I want that pending. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. How tall are you? Pardon me. You could tell me in centimeters. I can translate. 1.7. Well, I think I'm only 178, right? So I don't think that's too bad. So first thing, I guess we'll time warp. You didn't translate it for us Americans. Oh, I meant for me. So I think that means he's just 5'7", 5'8". Each centimeter is, or each centimeter is, oh, whatever. Hold on. Right now, I need to try to win this game. Excuse me. I think the first thing to do is time warp. No, because this isn't going to put a counter on my Wrenn and Six. Let's just pending the needle. Okay, and then pick up the land. They don't have enough card types for Emrakul to be dangerous, so we're just gonna hang out here. 5'7", yeah, okay, I kind of nailed it. Good. So losing 18 pounds, so like, yeah, I mean, it was a lot, and I'm almost 5'11". A lot of work and discipline, but you know. They go for Springleaf Drum. So they are convinced that their Grafdigger's Cage is doing something. The cruise contracts where I've gotten to play this song flippin' rules. Yeah, that's fine. So basically they tax their mana on this turn by 2. No, Vija. Also, I've never seen that movie, so I don't know what that moment looks like. That's White Chicks, right? I assume that's White Chicks. Because I haven't seen White Chicks, and I think that's what that is. Or does Terry Crews just famously also like this song? Because that's possible. Okay, so they found Eldrazi Temple. So they have 1, 2, 3 mana. Oh, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thought Not Seer wouldn't be the best. Okay. So now I think we just set up to, I assume, win. I think we just hit infinite turns here. Oh, we definitely did. Oh, we definitely did. Yes, on top. I mean, I don't even think I need to, but first let's just show them that they're dead. Maybe they concede to the infinite turns. Oh, I still need to kill a... Oh, I just need to remove the Grafdigger's Cage with Teferi. Yeah, we're good. Let's do the time warp again. Let's do the time warp again. It's just an attack from a dwarf token. And then a Sick Trace Retrace Emblem. Whee! Time warp on me. Yay! Vroom vroom. Okay. Someone says they struggle to remove Velomachus, so if we go that direction, or not Velomachus, Emrakul. If we go that direction, our deck's gonna look like this. I think Lightning Bolt is fine-ish. So on the draw, we want to go more slowly, is what I'm saying. I don't think that's correct. I think maybe I should have done that in game 2, but I think in game 3, this is certainly the way to go. Try to Velomachus combo them. This needs too much to go right. That is better. Devour of Destiny. Okay. They got their 7 plus Devour of Destiny, but maybe it'll make them a little overconfident. Hopefully Prismatic Ending removes something that they actually wanted. Like Springleaf Drum, maybe they need it. Uh-oh. What do we got? Rumble. Rumble in the jungle. They got a Fleshraker or a Forest? They have a Fleshraker. Okay. I gotta go commercial district because if I hit a Wrenn and Six, no. Yeah. Don't need that. Okay. I think I'm gonna spew a Prismatic Ending on this token. Because I imagine it can be very dangerous very quickly. I think they could actually probably combo off because they can play the blade, so for 1 mana for the blade, 2 mana for the, or sorry, 3 mana for the, no, 2 mana for the Brood Scale, and 1 mana for the equip, and then they start sacking. So actually, yeah, pretty sure they could have just gone off there. And go off king, go off queen, whatever that thing is. We're not down with that in this situation. Need a second green. Oh, did they? But they had a Fleshraker, or they had a token in play before I killed it. I don't, because they didn't need to adapt. They just go play the thing for green and 1, play equip, sack the token. They had exactly enough mana to do it. So. Uh-huh. Oh, cool. And terrifying. Okay, that's a lot of mana next turn. Yeah, see, I'm not terrible at Magic Gathering. I mean, I am, but not compared to other people. Compared to other people, I'm okay. Okay, they have a crap ton of mana. Let's see if they do have the way to crush me. Okay. +4. Okay. So if they have the blade, they do the thing and I die. Yep. Okay. I think I'm dead. I mean, they make an infinite creature and they have infinite mana. I don't necessarily know that this wins them the game. Like, it's not gonna... Oh, no, because each iteration they're dealing 1 damage to me. Okay. Yeah, because they have the Fleshraker too. That's unfortunate. Compared to Simon Nielsen, everyone's terrible. I mean, I would have picked a different player. Not that I don't know. Simon Nielsen just doesn't ring a bell. I would go with, what's his name? Mr. Magic? It's like the original greatest player of all time. Not Kai. Kai is my favorite old school great. But who's the guy who's like also like an investment dude? I guess that's a lot of them. This is an excellent hand. Finkel. Johnny Magic. No, it's Finkel. It's Finkel. Finkel was the one. Shadow Mage Prodigy? God, it's crazy how fast this information falls out of your head, huh? Okay. Get out of here. When you say Thompson, do you mean Jerry Thompson? Jerry Thompson's not an old school guy. I'm talking like mid to late 90s. Kai's the Larry Bird of Magic. Sorry, you mean the Michael Jordan of Magic? I don't know enough about Larry Bird and his specific context to say whether that is a greater or lesser compliment. I literally don't know. Wasn't Thompson saying since 93? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't remember his name. If you're talking Jerry T, I don't remember his name being around when I was young. Like when I got into Magic, like I remember the name of a lot of like the most competitive players. Nassif was like 14 at that time, and he was like making splashes. So like I'm not. Bird was the goat while the sport was growing. Oh, yeah. MJ would be some kind of like mid 2000s to 2010s influencer, or like whenever Arena came out, probably one of those folks. Okay, so let's get a blue Mansfield. Yeah, maybe. Well, if we haven't had an MJ yet, I hate to say this, but I don't think we're gonna have one. Like, I don't imagine that Magic is gonna get bigger now than it has been already. I guess we're gonna combo. Because all the turn spells are in my deck? Literally all? Hold on, let's see. And I can scry to try to set one up after the creativity. Seth, Javier, or Yuya? Yeah. Bennett. Pick it up. Okay. Take me there, dragon. We got there. We haven't won the game yet, but very likely. There are no turn spells on the bottom of my deck, so we are not going to shuffle before this next attack. There's one turn spell on the bottom 12 cards of my deck. So we're not going to shuffle before the next attack. Okay. Also, they're at 7. If I had been down ticking Wrenn and Six at some point, I could just have them dead on board. But that's okay. We got there anyway. No, I understand that. Like, MJ was bigger than the game. And my point is I just don't like I think Magic has hit the biggest it's ever going to hit. And there wasn't anyone who was that. So I just don't think it's going to happen for Magic. Okay, so we're against some kind of red-white beatdown deck. I think that means we want Emrakul and Iona. Unfortunately, I don't think I have... Maybe we board in one of Orim's Chant? Oh, I'll try it like this. Yuya might be LeBron. So, I know that name again, like Kobe. I know that name. And because I'm currently listening to a couple of podcasts by some sports guys, like people who care about sports, I know a bunch of other names. But I don't necessarily know how they fit into the larger history or the pop culture lexicon. So it's difficult for me to draw the comparison. I'm not the right person for this, I guess, is what we're concluding here. Not that I ever said I was. I'll keep this on the draw. Now, this version of the deck does not have a lot of outs against Blood Moon. I don't think Blood Moon's super popular right now, but just something to note. Double Dwarven Mine Mountain's not a great draw. How much of a disaster is leaving this in play for a single turn? Because my colors get really fucked if I go the wrong... If I go to different direction on this. Really wish this was untapped. Obviously, I kept the hand with Dwarven Mine Mountain, Dwarven Mine. Probably, you know what? In retrospect, I should have mulliganed this hand. We're going to go down this line and see what happens. MTG player gets their own terrible bid. I think you have to keep it in perspective, Vija. Like, we're not saying that an MTG player will ever literally be the size of MJ and the fame of MJ. I don't think that's what anyone here was trying to say. I think the point is someone who's bigger than the game. Someone who people know. So I guess that's Post Malone in a way. So I think I'm supposed to let the Ocelot Pride hit me again. Instead of getting rid of it right now. Because the thing is, if they just Blood Moon me, I lose. Now, you can make a counter argument that... by that logic, is the Professor. I guess. I mean, but he's not a competitive player, and that's the thing. Is like neither's Post Malone. That's the real problem. Like there are people who are bigger than the game, but they're players. They're not competitive players. They're not making it to the Pro Tour. Okay. I think we gotta let the Ocelot keep going. We just gotta not freak out about it. Because if they don't play something super devastating right here, then I get to Planar Genesis. I think the tempo gain is just too good on reprieving this. white, blue. Also, that card stops me from comboing. Oh, there we go. Now we're talking. A lightning bolt action. And then I got a Planar Genesis. And then I got a Mind Sculptor. I mean, Mind Sculptor I'm not going to be able to resolve, but... Got Dwarf tokens to shut down this beats. Got a Prismatic Ending for the follow-up card to whatever this Ranger Captain is. Give me land. Man, I kind of want the Wrenn and Six. I want the Wrenn and Six? I do want the Wrenn and Six. Give me the Wrenn and Six. But my green and my white are tied together. Also don't currently have double blue. I think I'm supposed to take the Wrenn and Six. All right, you're in, buddy. Keebler did big numbers on Hearthstone. Yeah, that's true. They shock in a Sacred Foundry. What does that mean? What does that mean? So they have a bolt or a white removal spell. Do-do-do. Ooh. Oh. Oh. Okay. The only way that could ever reach me. Okay. And it doesn't seem like they're a Blood Moon deck because I don't think they can afford to not have access to their dual lands. Because, like, I don't know if they have planes. I would imagine that they don't. That's going to hurt. Oh, no, it's just going to take out my Wrenn and Six. Yeah. Okay. That's fine. They're base white. They don't look like it. Arena Glory plus Flage is kind of terrifying. They actually have almost enough cards to do it. Not what I was hoping for. Everyone, no, I mean, obviously, that's what I'm saying is, like, I think that they're probably not a Blood Moon deck for this reason. Oh, too much. Teferi. I think we're definitely in trouble in this game. Okay. Oh, this means they can Flage kill me now. Shoot. If they see it, which I'm sure they do. No, they need one more mana. Also, they didn't sack there, so apparently they're not doing that. Okay, so they have the mana. But they don't have the extra card in their graveyard. They could have. I think they missed it. I think they missed that they could have had the extra card, or they just played in a way where they put themselves in a position where they couldn't do it. Which is funny, but they did it. And then they play Fable. Interesting. Yes, but to haste to Flage costs 5 with their arena. That's what they needed to do to kill me. And they could have had the graveyard count if they sacked the Ranger Captain in response to my Teferi bounce. They also would have denied me drawing a card. So it's strange on a whole bunch of levels the way that they played that. Oh, Arena's red exert make red red? Oh, crazy. Okay, never mind. Never mind, chat. They always had the mana. I don't know how cards work. Technically Arena was out when I was playing before, so that's on me. That I don't know that. Okay, we're gonna time warp. Okay. Play Teferi. Get rid of this Goblin Shaman. Well, that ain't gonna do it. Okay. Oh, and then they just discard to Fable and kill me. All right, let's go game 3. No, they just discard to Fable. We're dead. We're dead. It's all good. Okay. I don't think I need to worry about Blood Moon so much. So we're not going to take as much early damage from their little nerds as we did that game, if we have the option. I think I also had a less than great draw there. They punted last turn. They could have punted still. That's fine. I'm happy to give up a game that I don't deserve to win. Like, I'm not invested in squeezing every dollar out of every league that I play. I don't have to do that. So, mana here is not great. Reprieve makes it kind of okay. Double Prismatic, we can do better. That's better. Not great, but better. Slow, but that's okay. We have a lot of removal we can draw into in the next 2 turns. Can also surveil. Could have surveilled on turn 1. Didn't. Okay, that's nice. That's the. I think that's the slower of their dorks. We want the blue surveil land here. Man, this person really loves the combat step without land drop. Yeah. They do it every time. Energy is a major reason creativity isn't seeing played again under you. Is this energy, though? This doesn't feel like normal energy. Or maybe this is just what it looks like now. Yeah, I don't need that. That's not a great draw. Well, I have a Jace within my deck. Whenever a creature enters. Okay. This is energy? This is just what it looks like now? Okay. Like, I don't remember Voice of Victory existing in that deck. I don't remember. And they had it, right? This was printed? Yeah. Fables aren't stock, but Voice of Victory is. Yeah, it just feels so. I remember energy being a lot more scary than this. It just feels so mopey. Like, this is the most popular deck in the format? This? They're not playing it well, but yes. Okay. Well. To be fair, I mean, I'm not playing particularly well either. But I'm also not... It seems like my deck is not set up to be matched against energy. I bought into it when it dipped after the Dino ban. Huh. Okay. What am I doing? I think I am going blue. Yeah. And then we go draw 2, discard 2, shock. Get out of here, you little nerd. Guide Pride is very hard to beat. Yeah. Guide Pride is definitely a quality combo. Surveil. Time Warp. Yeah. RCOE beats Storm. RCOE. Ranger Captain of Eos. Got it. Yeah, okay. Place gives inevitability, and Ajani Bombardment gives reach. Okay. No, I mean it is a good deck. That's always been the case. Whoops. Come on, man. And that's a fact, like Agnes, Agatha, Jermaine, and Jack. Well, I guess I could have just picked up the Dwarven Mine there, but it's okay. Build a relationship or something like that. Okay, so now, because they never hit their third land, I think they're toast. Which Leonardo da combo do you like? Is it mono white, white green, white blue? I've seen different combinations, but I haven't been sold on any of them being like the stock version. White, green, or Bant? Okay, cool. What do you really like from green? Is it the Gearhulks? And then I assume some number of sideboard cards. And then there's also another, what's it called? Soul Guide? No. Thing that picks up counters when you gain life. There's like another creature worth playing, right? Or is it just Leonardo that combos with? I run Gearhulks in the board. It's mostly the ritual. Oh, Birthing Ritual. Is that what it's called? The thing from Modern Horizons? Okay, so this is the combo there you were referencing, which is very strong, but like also if I was playing Pyroclasm, it'd just be like Baby Town Frolics. Okay. Okay, let's just go pick up land, play land, surveil. Oh, I already did all my surveilling. That's okay. Whip Flare. Okay. Oh, Time Warp. I think we'll dig now. Send back the token. Because then I can go ping exile if I want. Go ahead and pass the turn here. Yeah. I don't know. Energy was disgusting for a while, and I mean, this match has just felt totally fine. Like, obviously, last game I died twice, but like, there's times where playing this deck, like, I can kill my enemy. I can kill my opponent like 5 times, essentially, in a single game. Uh-huh. Sorry. Giving Pride flying gets it out of flare range. Yeah. All right. They're off it. So doing well with Velomachus turns so far, and we're not even optimized against certain parts of the metagame. Nor are we playing an optimal version of this deck, although I don't... there certainly is not such a thing yet. You need Whip Flare in the opener. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Non-artifact. Ah, I see. Because it's 2 mana. I see. But what if you board it into some sick artifact creature? Like, you board in Esper Sentinel, and then they're just fucked because they play Whip Flare, and then you get to draw a card, and it doesn't kill it? Come on. Yeah, but you got to board against the board. Okay. Yeah, this is a solid hand. We're going to keep the hell out of that. God, I love playing this deck. It just feels right. It just it just feels right every flippin' time. I don't even care when I'm losing. I kind of don't care when I'm winning. Like, it's just fun and interesting and dumb in all the right ways. Okay, that's fine. So I have a Sacred Foundry in my hand. I don't have one in my deck. So if we need to fetch the... We won't be able to fetch white. Get blue. Yeah, because I don't have any green in my hand at the moment. Get out of here. Just absolutely wrecking our own life total. But that's what we do. Luckily, Burn's not very bad. Ooh, black. That's interesting. I see. Okay. Interesting. So they showed us Steel Cutter. They're probably going to have the double spell. But I don't need this Teferi in this matchup. Jeez. Hey, sorry. Does anyone remember if there are spells in my deck? I had imagined that I put spells in my deck, but now I'm not so sure. Cause just really, you know, kind of 48. Okay, cool. Yeah, I couldn't quite. It was like it was giving me something, you know, but I couldn't. I was getting like the faintest idea. Oh, this is the really cool version of this deck. Are the spells in the room with us? Are the spells talking to you right now? What do spells tell you to do? Let's just go creativity off the top. Bang. Okay. Okay, so the question is, what is the play? Is it to blow up the steel cutter and shoot down the Emery and imagine that I can somehow dig myself out of this situation by just natty drawing? Or do a shock Emery and just dig? Yeah, I think you're probably right, Shadowless. I'm just worried about them just going like, okay, expressive iteration, like, no problem. But how's it going, Shauna? Look at that shirt. Yeah, it's got donuts on it. It's fucking sick. When I left for the contract, I didn't think I would ever fit into this. I thought it was just too small, honestly. And then I got home and I'd lost 18 pounds and we're doing good. Makes my chest look huge and ripped. Oh, they're playing Grinding Station 2? Oh, if we die, I'm so excited. Oh, please tell me we're dead. Oh, they're just doing it for the prowess? I guess. Nerd. Can't believe this fucking, you know, just for the prowess trigger. Didn't even kill me. I was fucking. Isn't your chest ripped even without the shirt? Yeah, I mean. It's not ripped. We can almost cast that. But I'm a bin this. See my selfies. I haven't posted on Twitter, period, in forever. They have removal, so I can't just creativity X1. I also can't Wrenn and Six ping this necessarily. So let's just go Stomping Ground, Wrenn and Six, pick up a land. We may get backed into a corner where we have to try creativity. So we'll see what happens here. Next turn, we're definitely going to try to ping the token, assuming that Wrenn and Six is still alive, because I want them to waste a spell in response. Even if that spell kills Wrenn and Six, I don't mind. Because I just want to get the removal out of their hand so I can try to combo off. Going face. Okay. And a land. Okay. So there's a good chance that their hand just has nothing of any relevancy here. Okay, they're doing something. Surveillance. Oh, this is the combo. Okay. This requires Emery to be in play. They also have enough mana to crack it and then play a 1-mana spell. So I'm probably not just going to try to combo here. I'll do it next turn when I have 2 dwarves. And I will bolt during combat to try to force their hand on something. They're fetching. Got an island. Yeah, they're going to crack the Sewer Valence Cam. Okay. It's possible that they draw into enough stuff to kill me through the bolt. Oh, creature only. Okay. I do have a pretty good no, not selfie. Someone else took a picture of it, but I do have a pretty good bod picture from this contract that one of my friends took of me. Not even the go I was seeing, just a friend. Okay. I probably shouldn't have let that trigger resolve. But while this is on the stack, so they can't cast another sorcery speed thing. They need an instant here. Okay, they didn't have it. Good. Got that Eldorado too. 22 gun in his pocket for fun. He got a razor in his shoe. And he's bad, bad. Velomachus. Oh. I'd say that's bad, but we can actually just cast it. So, about a week ago, Velomachus shooting dice. Whee! Oh! Oh, I didn't know they played that. I guess it makes sense. Well, we're out of dragons. Oh, man. Come on. I mean, the out of dragons thing is bad enough, but what is this draw? Oh, pull-ups are tough as hell, dude. I only got up to 4 on at my best. I did 4 in the first set, 3 in the second set, and then I would do 2 in others. Now, I was doing wide grip pull-ups, which are, I believe, the tougher ones. Used to do 20? Good lord. Okay, our life total's a little precarious. I might actually just have my dwarves hang back. Because we're almost at Wrenn and Six emblem, and that might just win me the game. I haven't seen a lightning bolt out of them yet, so I don't know if they're playing them. I also don't know how many different combos they have. Pretty lightweight. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, right? Like, the problem that I had with pull-ups is I came from the side of being overweight. So that is tricky. Okay, we're going to Prismari Command, trying to hit a turn spell, because if I get it, then I can win on the spot. Most people are on discharge over bolt. That makes sense. Ditch my creativities. Didn't find an extra turn spell, but did find Reprieve, which they have a lot of mana, so it's probably not good enough. But we can also just bolt them out if I get the emblem. They're going to go to draw 2 here. I'm not super concerned about it. And the Reprieve hopefully... Yeah, that's fine. The Reprieve hopefully gets to mess with how they're going to try to kill me this turn. Because I imagine that they're going to feel that they need to try to kill me this turn. Man. It took me a long time, but I like the Rolling Stones. I do. It took me a long, long time to come around to them. I just didn't get it for a long time. So we reprieve this. Hopefully that's enough. Whenever you cast a historic spell, draw a card. Does not have haste in any way, so I'm not worried. Okay. When you cast your second spell each turn, they had no chance of getting the trigger off that, so that's why they did that way. Okay. Whenever it deals combat damage, to put a +1/+1 counter on it. Oh, I thought this guy picked up counters from like drawing cards or casting historic spell. Not at all. Okay. Okay. None of this is... Oh, I suppose they're drawing cards off casting historic spells right now. I should probably pick this off. Oh, I should definitely pick it off right here. Pew. Once each turb? Okay. No problem. Okay. They're off it. Pending... Oh, Consign, right? Oh, colorless spell, not artifact spell. I think we're going to stay on combo. I'm not going to worry about playing Veil here. Emeria's the card to kill? Yeah. Yeah, that's what I kind of seen. I don't think Reprieve is great here. Most of their spells are too cheap. Actually, maybe I'm supposed to go for like Veil over Reprieve and just try to like quick combo as much as possible. I'm gonna do it like this because I don't know how they end up sideboarding. If they try to go wide with like what is it called? Like it's not Monastery Mentor. It's the Mentor. Chant's kind of decent. I don't think that it is, but that's why I didn't board it. We're mulliganing this. This is terrible. Opponent mulls to 6/2. It's not bad. We're gonna keep this. Keep this and bottom the Steam Vents. We got to find a fetch land. That's the thing. I'm really time warp. Combo is a cast. No, I understand that Orim's Chant would stop them from comboing for a single turn, but I don't imagine that that's the right way to try to fight this combo deck. If that makes sense. Bolt off the top. It's not a bolt. Oh, White Source would have done it as well. That'll do it. So Tamiyo survives. Not thrilled about it. But we play Prismari Command, so that'll likely catch us up on whatever we need to. Wasn't milling the fetch just better? Oh, probably. I wasn't thinking straight. It's been a long time. Long time. They didn't hit anything useful with Emery? No, because I wanted to fetch the white this turn. No, I wanted to fetch the white this turn. So, no, it wasn't. So I can try to do this. So Windmill Slam. Hey, if they've got it all, if they have it all, it's like exactly the way they drew it up, that's fine. I mean, I can't. I don't know what their last two cards are, but it wasn't a rebuke. And they have nothing interesting to do with Emery for the moment. So if they play Corey Steelcutter this turn and like pop out one token, I get to go Prismari Command, Shock Shatter again. Probably in a really good spot. Double Wrenn and Six hand. Haven't gotten to use either of them. But that's okay. Uh-huh. Oh, okay. Did they miss again? No. Okay. They did hit. They did get a hit. So now I have two creatures that I need to kill, unfortunately. If I draw Bolt or Prismatic Ending, I can do it. No. So the question is, which of these is more dangerous? I think the problem is Basim can grow out of reach. So I have to kill it now. Because if it gets to 3 toughness, it becomes a lot harder. I understand that Emery is more dangerous. Emery can kill me, but not now. They don't have the cards they need for Emery to kill me now. The point is, both of these cards are likely going to draw them 1 card a turn. Basim takes like 5 turns to kill you. That's true. I can find it out. I have a lot of them. Okay, we should kill Emery and maybe draw 2, discard 2. That's what we're going to do. Dali mi banana. Yeah, Teferi and exactly. Now, if they have Metallic Rebuke, it's going to be tough. Spell Pierce. No. Okay. It's also possible for Basim not to draw them a card. Not likely, but it's possible. Can happen. Ooh. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. Jeez. Emery riding a skateboard? What do you mean? I mean, I know skateboard is a card. I know what the card does, vaguely. I don't know what you mean was what's the take on Emery riding a skateboard. I mean, it's just as awkward as almost every single interaction involving equipment that's ever been created in the game of Magic the Gathering, right? Like from are you talking about from a flavor perspective? That's nothing new. Like it's always been dumb. So it's not. Okay. Oh, it gives haste. Right, of course. Cool. Well done. That's awesome. Oh, yeah. The skateboard with Emery is the thing that finally broke the immersion. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Oh, no, yeah. It's a good argument. It's a very good argument. Yeah. My favorite part of that argument is how coherent it is. Yep. Shit. Mm-hmm. You got him, Watsy. They're finally going to admit that this game, doesn't follow any realistic rules of, anything. So here's the thing. Emery will draw cards by tapping. The Emery's a 2/3. I can kill the Emery. The thing is, I think, well, if they have the surveillance camera, they just kill. I think I'm supposed to kill the Emery. It doesn't feel good. Maybe they don't think about Dwarven Mine and they just attack with both of these. because against Wrenn and Six, and then I get to block the monk token with the dwarf. That's what I'm hoping for here. If they equip the Corey Steelcutter to either of them, then I lose Wrenn and Six, and there's nothing I can do about it. Okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, maybe they go face? Maybe they split up their attackers badly? They're just going face. Okay. So I kind of need to rip a creativity and not get blown out by a counter. Step one. I mean, anything beats me here, pretty much, but there's no... You're playing a combo deck. Sometimes you just got to go for it. Yeah. Okay. Prophecy came true. It sure did. That game felt close enough, like I almost feel like I could go control mode against them. Because I have enough tools that really wreck them. The only thing that feels bad right now in this deck is the fact that I don't have any like sweepers for cheap creatures. But if we do this, I think I want the Iona because it stops them from all their shenanigans. We'll play one Veil of Summer. No, one Orim's Chant. Okay. Saga Core, yeah. But it doesn't though because of the like I feel like Prismari Command is really good here. This hand is weak to turn one Tamiyo, but that's okay. Can't always have it. And I think I have 7 cards I can draw. I think I want the turn 1 Surveil over the turn 2 white mana. In case I need to beat a Tamiyo. They did take a mulligan. They have something. It's Tamiyo. Go green. Don't need that. Always pick it up later. Think we're gonna Wrenn 6 off a Sacred Foundry because I want to set up for drawing a Teferi or Prismatic Ending. Just grab more fetches. Not super concerned about what land I'm grabbing. Suppose I could have conserved more health, more life points if I had gone the other direction on this. And not having a sweeper feels really bad though. But I guess Tamiyo's 03. There's no sweeper that I would be playing that would hit Tamiyo. Okay, no 0 drops. That's kind of good. Let's draw something good here. Bam. No. We can Planar Genesis to try to hit a bolt or pending. It's a bolt. Yep. Wait, can we play 5 colors with looting and Goryo's but still Velomachus? No, because it just doesn't work. What you're saying does not function. It's not functional. Because Goryo's will cause you to sacrifice the Velomachus or exile it. I forget which one it does. So when you try to take a turn with it, it doesn't work. And you can't persist it because it's legendary. So it doesn't do any of those things. Okay. They didn't have a 0 mana spell before, and they still don't. Okay, they're going face. That's more good news, because they've almost set me up for a situation in which we could go infinite. Jeez, I just can't. I cannot draw a card to save my life. So, but what we can do is end step, fetch a surveil land, and cycle Triome. Could also do that now, trying to draw a bolt or a pending. But at this point, I don't think that's good enough. I just don't think that's good enough. And as we're getting beaten to death in this sad situation where they force a negation to us, we got a little landslide going. It feels good. God, you know, I don't know why, but I kept looking at their black mana and thinking they're gonna Thoughtseize me, right? And they just didn't until now, and it just sucks. It does suck. It does suck. You feel that landslide coming down. Yeah, there goes my time warp. There goes plan A. I mean, maybe we'll just draw another one, but oh, they have the second spell. Okay. So we kind of have like 3 draws at an out coming. Okay. One of the worst possible draws. So that's good. And their shield's down. Unless they have another force of negation, so. No, they might send something after Wrenn and Six now that they've seen the Time Warp. They didn't. Okay, so we have even more outs because they've kind of played this badly. So, Godspeed, little doodle. Thundering Falls. Surveil, yes. No, I'll keep that on top. Gets me Emrakul. Well, actually, Emrakul, I might just die, right? But I can go X2 and also blow up the Basim. Or the Steel Cutter. Blowing up the Basim is probably best. Yeah, okay. Oh, I should have cycled the Triome. Shoot. I was supposed to, yeah. Still could have done it. Okay. Wee! Whoa, doctor. Mom's in play. A little bit of Moxed Amber action for our opponent, and they are on the ropes. You don't cycle it because you got to draw the Emrakul that way. It's true. It's true. It's what would have happened. That's absolutely what would have happened. It's good call. Good call. Thank you. Red, blue. They're going to try to kill me around the Emrakul. Okay. That ain't it. That ain't it. That ain't it. That ain't it. The problem they have is Emrakul is just going to kill them with the attack. Now, I understand that Tamiyo is still in the way. Oh, forgot the second Steel Cutter can still... Got it. Yeah. That's really unfortunate. We're going to go to 1. Unless they have one more spell. Gonna go to 1. Gonna go to 1. Eh? At 1. 1 is not none. Okay. Don't know that I can win here. But very likely. That's a really bad draw. Okay. Oh, no, because I can Remblem. So they're going to feel like they're going to get away with this when I attack and it's not good enough. And then we just take another turn. Yeah, they scooped it up. They know. They know. Okay. Whew. So I intended to finish this league. It's taking a little bit longer than I thought it was going to because I got to get out of here at 5, which is in 45 minutes, give or take. So we'll get one more match in, probably not both. But it has been a wonderful time. So I'll finish this league later, and then I'll put the results in the YouTube video. Oh no, a button popped. Open, not off. I can't flex it in this shirt because it's gonna pop all my buttons. Just turn 4 them back to back. I mean, we could do that. We're on the play, so. This deck can technically turn 3. How did you... Why a couple days ago, Shauna? Was it just like you did the math? How does it turn 3? You on turn 2 you can play the planar whatever it's called, the growth spiral. That's not growth spiral. And then you creativity on turn 3 onto your dwarf token, and then you kill them. Hilda of the Icy Crown. Cool. I don't know who that is, but that's cool. It's from Eldraine. Okay. Oh, that's cute, Shauna. Okay, red, blue. Pinnacle Emissary. Okay, so this is affinity. How many dorks are they going to make this turn? At least 2. They have blue. They can thought cast. Tormod's Crypt 3. Whew. Affinity got real sweet while I was away, huh? Give me bolt. I screwed up, but that's okay. Not gonna knock down a drone. I think we're just in huge trouble this game. They just had a ridiculous start, and unfortunately, we have no sideboard for this matchup. I mean, we have the Consign to Memory or whatever, but like, or Consign to Oblivion or whatever it is. But we don't have Meltdown. We don't have Wrath of the Skies. Both of which seem like that wasn't even that good of start. I mean, turn 1 Kappa is obviously obscene. Like, that's not good, right? That's just like not like that's just not a that's a god draw to turn 1 Kappa, right? So turn 1 Kappa is Pinnacle Emissary. Okay. Turn 1 Pinnacle Emissary. 3/0 cost artifacts. One of them is a Mox Opal, and then you just tap it for the Kappa. And you still have cards left over? Okay, well, this is not. You're allergic to Mox Opal? I love Mox Opal, but maybe we're just going to get turn forward in a couple games. That'll get the league done fast enough. This thing is so sweet. Also, so is this set the fastest turnaround that they ever had from Mark Rosewater saying we can't do a set? Like in this case, in this instance, I assume that is the set that kind of like teased around the idea of it being in the Blind Eternities. Gotta been that. I think that might be the fastest turnaround from Mark Rosewater saying that they won't be doing something or they can't do something to it actually happening. Jesus Christ. This is a 24 land deck, just so we're clear. It's not, we don't play an obscene number of lands. It's not. Okay, here comes the Kappa. So basically, we're now in the spot of either we draw creativity this turn or we're dead. If we draw the creativity, we have all 8 turn spells in the deck, though. So we got that going for us. That's just the way it is. Nope. Just nothing but lands. So because we have nowhere close to enough things to go control-y here, we're going to stay on the combo. I don't think Jace is good here. It's just too slow. Though Reprieve is probably even worse. Keep 1. It's possible I want Veil instead. I mean, it just, Shauna, the thing is, it just means that Modern isn't the Modern it was before. It's closer to Legacy, but that's always been the way it's going. It's always been the way Modern's going, is more free spells, more fast mana. Okay. This is the kind of hand we're looking for. This is the turn 3 kill hand. Not being fetch or Stomping Ground is an issue. I have a fetch. Am I wrong? I just had the fetch in my hand. And I played it. The boat guy! I'm no longer on a boat. Do I want that? Yeah, probably, right? Yeah. More streams. You have the way to get the dwarf out? Oh, I see. Yeah. We'll see. Does that mean I'm just supposed to jam Wrenn and Six this turn? Probably not. Probably supposed to set up for more mana no matter what. Especially because they left their mana open. Like, there's no reason that they... Because you could hit the fetch off Genesis. Oh, that works too. And actually, we're very likely to do that. Okay, now they're going to tap for something? Yeah, okay. Okay, that's fine. Yep. Mm-hmm. DNS Mas? Oh, Mox. Brutal. Okay, we're just going to try to kill him if we can. See what happens. Hey, we hit the fetch off the Genesis. The only thing that would really be a problem here is if they just play a Closet Gix. Okay, good. So, Mountain. Fetch. We have 7 turn spells in 48 cards. So let's make some magic. Yeah, hit me, dealer. And if I get to the next turn, I can play Wrenn and Six, pick up a fetch, get a blue land, and Savor. So it's basically over if I hit one turn spell. And we did. So that's a win. Oh, no. I needed to hit a Time Warp. But I did that, so it's not the... It's neither here nor there. Angel of the Morning has a studio version? Does it have a live version? What are you... You've been living a lie? Come on. Do you really think this song wouldn't have a studio version? This is the only version I know, but It's from Friends? Okay. I've seen all of Friends literally once. So I wouldn't put it past me to not remember that particular moment. I'm sure it was a Ross Rachel thing, huh? For me, this always makes me think of Charlie's Angels. With Tom Green and Drew Barrymore. Morning Starfish. Oh, Phoebe and her singer-songwriter partner? That wasn't Paul Rudd, was it? I remember him being in the show. I don't remember enough about his character. It's been 15 years. I mean, you could do the research. It's not asking much. I'm the one entertaining you, you know. You can at least get me your facts straight. Okay. I vaguely remember what you're talking about. Oh, look, a lightning bolt. You find the Worcester code? I don't know what that is. I guess Orim's Chant can like kind of like time walk an early turn. But like, what do I even put it in for? Teferi? That's not a smart choice. But if they don't have an explosive turn 1, and then I play land and I can Orim's Chant to get to my turn 2, that might be where we need to be on the draw. We're going to try it. I'm just going to full combo mode. An inability to count to 7. I will say 7's times tables. I remember when I was younger that they just like wouldn't stick. I had a hack for the 9s, but 7 it just would not stick. Okay. I will listen to this Code of the Worcesters thing later. Musical by Jeeves is iconic. I've never even heard of it, and I've been around a lot of musical theater people, but yep. I mean, unless we draw the other Velomachus, this is the hand. Did your shipman perform Noel's Lament? I'm gonna go ahead and say no. I don't know what Noel's Lament is, but if it's family unfriendly, I can play it in the piano bar when I get into that job. So, oh, another one. Another person who thinks that Grafdigger's Cage does anything in this matchup. Oh, it's always. I've seen it in paper a number of times, and that's always a heartbreaker. I don't get to see it here on Magic Online, but what a shame. That's what Noel's Lament is about? That's cool. So, are you going to do anything, opponent, or are you... What are we doing here? What's going on? Mm-hmm. No, it doesn't, Shauna. Oh, maybe. Yeah, it doesn't stop creativity, but maybe it does stop Velomachus. That's okay. We'll get through it. We got lots of ways out. Once again, light on ways to kill Emeries. It's been a day of that. Yeah, you're right. I do have to find it out for the cage. Yeah, you can X2 it. So I'll just have to go a turn later. Nope. Don't need that. Which I'm pretty sure means that instead of playing Planar Genesis this turn, I'm supposed to play Wrenn and Six. We're doing that because it'll generate more loyalty. Make sure that I have lands. It's on chapter 2, opponent. You don't have to do that. There we go. It's a free country. Brother, you ain't wrong. I'll tell you, it's a free country, you know. God damn. Can't believe the shit I got put up with over here in modern. Goddamn free country ass shit. Moto has a white list of countries. Excuse me? I don't know if they should be calling it that. So does that mean if you try to log in to Magic Online from a country that's not on the whitelist, it just says like, oh, sorry, no problem, or we're having problems, you can't log in here? Is that a real, like, is that what we're saying? Oh, I see. Wow, now that's something. Whoa. Did they explain what they're saying that's for? Or did they just go like, yeah, we're doing this? Or did they actually like bother to like explain that that's a thing? So if I leave this on top, it'll go on the bottom with the Planar Genesis. Yeah, that's basically, well, but yeah, sanctions, tax reason, or gambling law, but they didn't explain it. They just did it. They didn't say which of those reasons they're doing it for, because it could be any of them. Like, that's what I'm asking. Did they or did they not explicitly say we're doing it because we've been asked, or we're trying to be legally compliant with X, Y, or Z? No, they just announced it. That's probably fair. Tap target permanent. Okay. This gives haste. Yeah, could be dead. Maybe gonna be close. We'll see. Please just go to combat. Oh, you can play the bauble first. This would put me to 1? Oh, and I don't have a Dwarven Mine. I don't have access to a Dwarven Mine. That means I'm dead? Oh, the Emery. No, I know I have a Dwarven Mine in my grave. Do I die because I'm an idiot? Let's see what happens. Or do they not kill me because they're an idiot? 6, 7, 13, 14. Okay, I'm alive. They could have done 2 more damage by activating Emery. Okay. But maybe they have a Metallic Rebuke, so I'm about to lose because they just spell pierce me. Let's find out. Do you have a single piece of interaction of... Oh, I was supposed to target Grafdigger's Cage. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. They're going to have the interaction. Yeah, wrong. Thanks. I figured it out. I was looking at their mana because I was thinking about whether or not they have the interaction. And if this resolves, I'm going to be real upsetty. Crap. Yeah. Yeah, that's on me. Ironically, Mox Opal got cycled in Mox Opal. Mox is prettier? Yeah, that's not the problem. The problem is I just punted. But I think, well, we'll attack and we'll get to see what cards are on top. If we miss the turn spell, we lose anyway. If we hit the turn spell, we were probably going to win. No, we were going to win from this point. So let's see if I was supposed to win that game and match. Savor. So we probably won that. But unfortunately, I punted. I targeted the wrong thing and we lose because of it. So that was a 3-1 if I was less stupid, which in theory I will become over the next little while, in theory. So, I like this deck a lot. This is one of my favorite decks in the format. It is one of my favorite decks of all time. You should probably be playing some number of Wrath of the Skies or Pyroclasm or something similar to deal with the Go Wide decks or Meltdown. I like the way this sideboard was constructed, but I think 4 Consign to Memory, 3 Veil of Summer, 3 Orm's Chant, that feels wrong. Something's very wrong with all of this, because all of this is for like mid-range and combo, and there's nothing for like aggro other than the Prismatic Endings, which are party medium. And Wrath of the Skies does or does not hit Planeswalkers? Does, right? No, the manly version of the deck is playing Velomachus. Artifact Creature and Champ. Oh, okay. So we can play this with Planeswalkers. Okay. So we want to do that for sure. Do Rather this guy's a Meltdown were the 2 cards that I most... No, and Pyroclasm. No, people are playing Archon Leyline Binding. I like Archon Leyline Binding a lot. Just to be clear. I like it a lot. But it doesn't scratch the itch quite as much as this one does. I also want to kind of play like a Teferi 5 in the main deck, but it's not as good as Jace, and then kind of not as good as a lot of the rest of the stuff anyway. No Fable is spicy? Well, sorry. I saw... Hi, streamer. I'm new to Modern and considering buying this deck, but I'm worried matches could get stale. How do you keep it funny and interesting while crushing everyone easily? Well, you don't crush everyone easily, first of all. And also, once people figure out what it is that you're doing, it's a little bit harder. I mean, don't get me wrong. This is a good deck. I think this is a good Modern deck. Is it a good Modern deck right now? I'm going to test it and find out over the next little while. I intend to come back after dinner tonight and just jam more leagues with this deck. So that'll be in a couple hours. I would say No Fable is not spicy for this version of the deck. Because Fable doesn't do anything special for us. Like, you can't copy Velomachus. It's kind of just worse than Prismari Command for this version of the deck. So I didn't like Planar Genesis. I'm just going to go out there and say that. I didn't like Planar Genesis. I don't like Growth Spiral pretty much. I'm off Growth Spiral, even though this is the linear... Like, even though it does help, like, the linear plan, I think there's better things we can use those slots on. And it just also seems not as good as Growth Spiral, which is weird. But maybe I just need to play. I'm going to play at least one more league with Planar Genesis and see if I like it more. Anywho, that's it for now. I gotta hop on out of here. But if you're watching this in the future on the YouTube, make sure you hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, check out any of my other videos you're interested in.